What's up, fellas? I got the dew. I have the Baja Cabo Citrus, which is freaking delicious. And I have a bunch of boxes and figured I'd put this together with you. So we got the Sea Eagle FishSUP 1210. And so we're going to be breaking this thing out of the boxes. And what I love about it so far is that I ordered the inflatable kayak. Like the next day, it was here. And technically, once we put this thing together, I can be on the water. So I know with a hard shell plastic kayak, it's going to take some time to get that shipped unless you go get it yourself. And so far, so good. I like it. So I'm going to hop in here, take your questions along the way. Let me know what you guys are up to today. We are putting together the Sea Eagle FishSUP 1210. I'm going to break out these boxes. So far, got some hardware here and got the pontoons for it. So go ahead, unwrap that. I got this, and I know they don't recommend this because the likelihood you could cut your inflatable. So I'm being really careful cutting up. So it's going to be the pontoon on one side. So if you guys head out to the, oh, I can't see the comments. Let me see here. Let me see here. See if I can get a better view of these comments. So I don't love. Trying to figure this out. It does a whole lot better when I go a long ways. Then I can see your comments. What's up, guys? Another live build, rod and reel. Fan from Morocco. I like it. But I do not love that I cannot see on my phone. This is dumb. All right. We're going to go with it, and I'll just have to come over here and check these out just a little bit. So apologize for this. Trying to figure out there is only one. I know you guys can't see this, but I got like my dashboard, and it's a pain in the butt because I'm on my phone, so it's super tiny. So I can tell that there's comments on the screen because I'm having them up there and you guys can read them. However, there is literally no place for me to push or to see a comment on the horizontal, which is a giant pain in the rear. So let me see if I can change the layout here. Maybe that'll give me some luck. No luck. No dice. So I guess I'm going to come over here, turn it sideways, which is really weird, and see what you guys are doing. We blurry again? Not blurry on my side. Got 76 live. Let me know if I'm going blurry. Shouldn't be. Got new internet. All right, so for this is going to be one of the side pontoons. So I also to help me out here, blow these guys up, have this inflatable from Hotel. Turn this in here. We can start getting these inflated. So this is going to go up to 15 PSI, just 1 bar. So we'll see what we need in order to do this. It's been a minute since I've done this. Oh, it's pretty easy. Pretty easy. See how loud this is. I haven't used this in a while, so turn her on. High flow. That's what we want. You can turn this up to 15 PSI. I like it. All right, let me get that down out of the way. Let that do its thing. You guys can kind of hear it over there working its magic. All right, I got to figure this out. I am building the Sea Eagle FishSUP 1210. As you can see in the background, I'm blowing up. So I got my second. There's my wife. Hi, everybody. Danielle's got out of her workshop downstairs. Girls are playing on the trampoline. She's heading to the hardware store. We are getting the FishSUP taken care of. All right, let's open up another box. See what we got. What's gonna be? Let's see what we got here. Got here. And make some room. Getting the Mountain Dew out of the way. Well, let me know if you got questions along the way. All right. So, be smart, be safe, carry the essentials. We got the Wise Marine seating mount for the seats. Put that off the side. 2 Scotty mounts, which I believe is an upgrade, actually. So you can decide to get these and decide not to get these. In fact, there's a lot of different things. People are asking the price, and the price is going to vary, right? So when you go on the Sea Eagle's website, you can get the base, which will open up in a little bit. Then you can add on the pontoons. You can add on these. You can add on motor mounts. You can add on, what are some other things? You can add on the paddles. You can add on the carts. You can add on the rear mounts. You can add on the pump. You can add on a skeg. You can add on the repair kit. Some of it comes with it, some different. So it's going to be hard to answer those questions for you, but this is the Sea Eagle FishSUP with Scotty mounts on the side. It's not a giant Scotty mount fan, mostly because I've been using Yak Attack for such a long time. Let's open up this bag, see what we got. Looks like we got S&P paddle. Stand-up paddleboard paddle. This is going to be a lot different. I actually don't own one of these. It's going to be a little, this is only going to be a paddle on one side. So let's go ahead and put this together. Take it out the side. That's pretty light. Feels like carbon. There we go. Let's put it over here. Out. Slides in. Then you guys can see, based off how tall you are, and I'll lock that in. You're good to go. All right. So there we have it. Standing up, pushing it through. I like it. That's one thing. That up the side. I have that set to 15 PSI. It is at 9 PSI. So it's got a ways to go. I'm not going to put this together. Looks like this is a straight up paddle. So I'll put that up a bit later. And next, got some hardware here for the wheels. So it comes with wheels, which is nice to getting it to and from the water. We'll put that together. And not a ton of hardware. Got the long screws there, got some washers, some spacers, the plastic there, and some tie downs, it looks like. But after putting together a Malone trailer, that doesn't look too bad at all. 2 more Scotty mounts. That is going to be a total of 4 Scotty mounts. So we'll see if I'm going to use that or not. Step off the side. All right, so this is what? It is at 12 PSI. Guys, if you have never held an inflatable kayak, this is crazy. I can't even squeeze it. That is so tight. Chad Hoover just did something recently where he ran his truck over this. So this is wild. Absolutely wild. It always blows my mind. I've had a couple inflatables now, but I could step on this and it would not indent at all. So I'm just going to do it to 12 for now. I'm going to set the other one up, get that going. This beats the crap out of having to hand pump it. So ain't nobody got that. Changes There we go. Let that do the work in the background. See if you guys got any questions. Sorry, I can't see the comments unless I turn this sideways. Can you add a 150 Yamaha? Man, that'd be awesome. You'd be cruising. Tire gun 2845. Interesting question there. Hey y'all, how you guys doing? That sound in the background is the sound of my new Sea Eagle FishSUP 1210. So this is going to be wheel platform. So it's going to click in wheels. That's nice. And the crossbar goes across. Also very nice. Feels like aluminum. So let me see. It might be. So this kayak, this inflatable kayak, is going to be 40 inches wide. It's got dual safety chambers for both. Of course, you get your bow D-rings, your upturned bow for easy wake. So that's nice. It's got a slight continuous rocker, a large swallowtail in the back, which you guys will see. It'll help with that maneuverability. I got the EVA foam deck pad to help prevent slipping and, of course, punctures. And a 36-inch fish roller on the boat, which is nice. Transom brackets, all kinds of stuff. So all those little D-rings that we're talking about, they're all stainless steel, up to 15 PSI max. And it's got the Hawkeye Roberts style air valves. And I think what that means is that, like, you're out in the sun and it heats up, it's going to release pressure before the whole thing blows, which is really cool. So, got a variety of different reinforcement layers. Put this off to the side. And that is it for this box. Let's push that over. Get this out of the way. Box number 2. See what's in this guy. Ever since I became a content creator, I can't tell you how many boxes have shown up at my door. It is a lot. Alrighty. All right. We have the seats. I think it's just the seat here. There we go. That's all that's in there. Got herself the seats. Unbuckle that. Oh, check that out. That's pretty beefy. Not gonna lie. I'm really impressed. Actually, it looks comfortable to sit in without having to put some type of padding on it. So, swivel seat. You kind of see that there. Oh, we're at 12 psi. So let's put this off to the side. Undo this. And I have both my pontoons. Set. Yeah, they're still good. All right. See if you guys got any questions. Well, the big box is going to be the main body. Sorry, I've turned it sideways in order to see these comments. I got 2 inflatable pontoons myself. I love it. Sounds awesome. Yeah, man, I look forward to getting it out there. I could put my Torpedo ultralight on it, which I'm probably going to do. I can just paddle it around and get over. I'm going to be fishing real shallow here in the spring here, so I'm excited about that. All right, going to go put that down to hardly anything so I don't end up cutting the boat. See what happens. All right. First up, we got the skig. That looks like that's going to be just an easy slide in, and then you pin it with this thing right through there. So put that off this side. Not a lot of hardware, which is really nice. So if you don't want like a giant build, it's going to take you forever. This could be a jam. All right, some stuff in there. This is going to be the main body. I wanted to open up this first so we can open other things. So I'm strapped in. Let's go get this laid out and hook it up to the pump. A big old plastic bag. instead of trying to take it out of the plastic bag, I'm just going to use a pair of scissors. There we go. There we go. All right. Well, that's fine. Get her pumping. Pump her up. I would imagine there's going to be. She is pumping up. What you guys are up to? Yeah, but look at the boat, brother. That would suck. Yeah, that would suck. I thought about that. I was like, oh my gosh. Sounds like something I would do. All right, we'll see what else in this box. A lot of miscellaneous. All right. I am so glad that I don't even have to really open this. But it's going to be a giant high volume pump. So I've pumped them up like this before. It's a giant pain in the butt. That's why I love having that battery powered Hoto. Called the Hoto. So we'll see. It was only like half battery when I started. I should have figured that out before I started, but we got that. Looks like we got an extra long hose, even though it comes with a hose, so even extra, more extra long hose. What else we got? Got ourselves some hardware. Doesn't look loud and crazy. Some long bolts, washers, and some screw on. So not incredibly bad. And if you've never seen one of these before, this is a patch kit. So it's going to have everything you need, including glue. Never used one. Never had to use one before, but then you're going to get all these different pieces, patches, like black and gray. It actually comes some extra pieces as well. So my hope is that I never have to actually use that, but in case I do, it is there. And it's interesting because I've ordered inflatable kayaks from other companies, and every single patch kit looks like this. They must be getting them from the same place. So if you're out on the water, I want to bring this with you because you can actually do a repair. We're on the water. All right. Let's get that done now. All coming together. It's alive. It's alive. All right. So not a ton of hardware so far. This stuff. Not a lot of wrenches. Not a lot of sockets. I'm excited about that. I know it's annoying. I've turned this thing sideways. But paid $400 for it. It's $1,015. Superfly for super guys. Did you have this exact one, the Sea Eagle FishSUP 1210? Let me know. Now that sound you hear was doing high flow, and now it's doing like pressurized. So this is how you get it up to 1 bar with 15 psi, I guess. What it says. See what else we got in here. Right. Got the bag. In case I ever did need to travel with it, I could do that. Likely what I'm going to do is I could use this. But once I have it filled up, probably just put it up my rafters and take it out in the trailer whenever I need to use it. The bed of my truck. So we'll see. Look forward to taking this thing places, fishing it places. Fishing on the river. Stay super shallow. I like that. I have to talk to StreamYard, not being able to see your comments. Not a Sea Eagle. I did look at the Sea Eagles, though. Which one did you end up getting, brother? I am curious. What else we got? more mounting. Get that off the side. We're almost done. And then these are going to be the side chambers for that bench seat. So if you guys can see that there. So let me show you. All right, let's get this open. It is telling me tools for one-time assembly. Just looks like a screwdriver, a wrench, or a crescent, and a drill. Not a whole lot here, which I like. So we're gonna walk through and we're gonna put the bad boys together. Going to be seats, beefy piece of aluminum. I like it. You always wonder the quality on these things when you get them. It's like, you know what I'm touching, what I'm feeling, quality is very nice. Very, very nice. All right, a couple more things in here. Do not know what this is. Find out in a second. And just some screws. It's like another piece of patch. That's it. This thing could be put together. Anything higher than that? And there we go. It's time to read some instructions. See what you got. See what you got. It was a Colorado. All right. Hi there from Germany. Is it only one chamber? It is not only one chamber. It is a dual chamber, dual safety chamber. Technically, I think that's a dual chamber in the middle. As you can see, the outsides are filling up. Here, I'll take you over there. See if I can switch my camera around. All right. So right now, it's filling up the outside chamber. And then I'm going to fill up the inside chamber. So for safety, in case you do get some type of, you rip it on something or whatever, you're going to have dual chambers. And then I'm going to put the pontoons on the outside here. So technically, there's going to be 4 different chambers on the FishSUP 1210. Call me Bassin. Been fishing on my LT here in Michigan, but picked up my Titan X in October. Ended up storing it at my grandma's. Going there tomorrow to pick it up. Heck yeah, it's about time, man. It is time. I was picking them up on the jig yesterday. It's freaking awesome. You're so right. They always look great online, but they are not always great. Yeah, 100%. I've had that experience before. Okeechobee, Florida, dropping in. What's up, brother? It's looking good so far. Looking really good. I'll take you back real far. A second. So this is what we're looking at. Looking real good. I just have this Hoto. That battery's going to die. It's on 3 PSI right now. You know what I'm going to do? Before that runs out of battery, I'm going to move it over to the main chamber for the purpose of this build. So you guys hold on. Hold on. One more. Oh, we didn't open this yet. I'll get back to that one second. There. Hey, on this piece, it was just I don't know, big piece of composites. I'm sure it's important, and we will get to that in just a moment. All right, first up, the side chambers were held in place with quick links and D-rings. So let's go find those. Like the side chamber. Where did those D-rings go? There they are. So it looks like really easy. The D-rings are static on the side of the chambers here. So I'm going to put my D-rings, and then I'm going to go over here and I'm just going to attach them right out of the gate. All right, so Put those down. Come on here. I guess I can pre-assemble them up here. 1, 2. Got a few here. You guys are wondering that my pump just made a different sound. That different sound is because it went from different volume. So I pumped it up with high volume and then also low volume to get that high PSI. And that PSI can be pretty significant. All right. Got my D-rings over here. Make sure I put this thing together. It's going to come in. Pontoon number 1. And they got those tolerances down like to a T. I like one. Makes sense. Keep it on the outside. Pre-assemble the other side. This is coming together nicely. All right, see what comments we got. Heck yeah, it's looking good so far. Please tell Trump, bro, keep your politics to yourself. I don't want to hear them. Fishing channel, not a politics channel. I freaking hate that. All right. Pre-assemble the D-rings on the second chamber here. Moving by very quickly. 2, 3. And 4. That's D-rings. Be back in a second. We're going to put the second pontoon on the other side. Oh. Two. 3. And 4. Come together, folks. Come in together. So, if you guys are new, just hopping in. This is going to be the Sea Eagle FishSUP 1210. Pontoons on the side. Freaking awesome. Dual safety chambers on the main boat. Of course, you get 2 more with the pontoons. It's going to be 40 inches wide. You got bow D-rings that you can put an optional spot lock motor mount on. Got that upturned bow on the front, which is nice. Get up over those waves. You got Sea Eagle accessory pads. You can see them bouncing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 accessory pads. So, oh, look at that. I think the battery just went. Battery went. Not a problem. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right, so while that's doing that, I'm gonna plug this thing back in. But for all intents and purposes, let's get this seat together. Then once we get the seat together, we can put it on there. All right, here we go. Bench components, 19-inch strap. Oh, the straps for the seat. I got it. Quick release, seat mount, rod holders. All right. So we mount one quick release seat mount to the bench. All right, pretty easy. Let's grab our bench, the bench, grab the mount. Where does she go? She's down here. This guy right here. There we go. We'll open up this hardware bag full of goodies. Oh, this is for a wheel. My bad. I think that is the wrong one. What bag am I getting? 4 locking nuts. Let me see here. Sometimes it makes sense to read ahead a little bit in the instructions, so I'm going to do that real fast. Mount 1 quick release seat mount and 2 Scotty bases to the bench. I'll be using a 4 1/4 by 2-inch flat screws. So where do I got the flat screw? Not in here. Here we got it here. I gotta be in here. Flat screws. We got flat screws in here. Yes, we do. And then 4 5/8 washers, yep, and 4 locking nuts. I think this right here is going to be the hardware that we need to mount the seat base here. So you guys see it with me. All right, what else we got over here? Hey, do you remember me? I commented and said I was at the fishing show. Oh yeah, man. I do remember you. I didn't have a lot of questions. I ended up going. There we go. Let's get this so you guys can see what I'm working on. There we go. All right. The base, the seat, and then the seat, where to go? Is going to be able to slide right under here, and this is going to be release, pull that back out. So we're good there. You grab my drill. Grab this bad boy. All righty. It looks like four. Should be fairly easy. These are twists. So, looks like you're gonna put a washer. Really sure. We'll check out the height on that in a second. Put the washer in. And wing nuts. And we got ourselves a winner. That was pretty easy. So you could either wing nut it or use locking nuts. I think I'm going to use locking nuts, to be completely honest with you. All right, so place 1 washer and 1 nut on each one. Yep. And then Darby doesn't say anything about wing nuts. I wonder what that could be for. Then also gives you screws in case you're mounting it to some type of, I don't know how to use it. Just told me a second ago. Oh, truss head wood screw. If you wanted to put that Scotty base hardware. I don't think we're going to be using that. All right. Pour in here, tighten them up. See what we got. Come on, Wendell. Come on. There we go. Boom. Those two. These two. Almost there. And last one. And where's the washer? There it is. Right over there. There we go. There we go. This is wild. So I got this kayak today. I need a crescent wrench. And I'm just going to use the Phillips. So it'll be easier that way. Press and set. And forget that. There we go. One, two, three. Just gotta see it. Arms a little loose. Ooh. There we go. All right. You got the base on. The base on, and then it says if you wanted to do this, I'm not going to do it. Is you could put a Scotty mount. So if you wondered why there are 4 holes inside, I still may do it. It's not gonna do it right now. You could put those. So that is probably why I have a lot more hardware than I need over here. So not really interested at the moment, but that's what that is for. All right. Next up, did that. Skipping that. I attached the side chambers. We're cooking with gas. Inflate chambers to between 5 and 14.5 psi. Do not exceed 15 psi. Just keep that in mind. Now we're going to lay the seat bench across the chambers. We'll put the bench down to hold the strap through D-rings and over the top of the board. Okay, that makes sense. All right, so we're going to need the straps. Assuming that's what these are. I didn't see any other straps. Kind of makes sense. 1, 2. All right, so that's going to be the front. You guys see back here. Put it back up. See, I'm going to go attach this really quick. I'll be back. Go right in the middle of these D-rings here. We are going to run straps through there. Back and back through. I'm going to bring you guys over here in just a second. See what I'm doing. One side. Side number 2. There we go. All right, let me bring you over here. See what you guys got. Any deal on price? Pond trails. I do have ideas on price. Got it right here. So the interesting thing about the price on this is that it's going to be different based on what you buy, right? You can just buy the main body. I think it runs $999. You can get the pontoons on the side. It's going to be a little bit more. And so I'm looking at like some of their pricing here. You got $1,000 for the hull. You have the pontoon kit, which is another like 400. The casting bar, which is inside right now, if you want it, it's an add-on for 200. You got the cart, it's $140. The backpack you can get for 100. The paddle, the rear mount, the Scotty rod holders, the pump, all that stuff you can get on. Or if you have some of that stuff already and don't need to, no big deal. So that's kind of a little bit on the pricing. You just had to head over to seaeagle.com and it will show you what that's all about. All right, so got the pontoons here, and this is going to be the seats. We're going to slide that in, and just ran the straps through the D-rings here. No big deal. And so this is nice. You can easily step on this. So I'm going to go put the seat on right now. Let's go grab seat. And this should slide like so. Really easily. Right through here. I know. Sorry, guys. There we go. You guys can see that. Slides and locks. And that, my friends, you want to get that back out, you just lift this up. I'll push it down, lift it up, and then you can slide it back out. There we are. See how comfortable this seat actually is. Oh, man. You're like a king. It's got a little recline to it. I can probably tighten this down and get rid of that recline. But yeah. Man, I could like get up and got like a casting deck up there. That's huge. All right. Then you got accessory mounts right here. Right here. It looks like it needs to put the reinforcement bars up there. It's got the fishing ruler across here, going all the way to 36. And this is going to be your paddle holder. And then some more accessory mounts up here. Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. Let's keep putting this bad boy together. So far, this is what we got. All right, next up. Let's see next up. So we got the seat in. Check, check, check. See what else we got here. All right, unlock the swivel seat. Yep, figured that out already. Original, optional Scotty deck mount. I can put those on there. I like this. All right, fellas. See other comments you got here. He says he does remember you real life. Looks pretty stable. Yeah, it does look really stable. Looks a little wild. Look a little wild. All right. Pretty smart guy. Let's take a look at the rest of our hardware here. This is going to be, looks like our wheel assembly. Pretty intuitive. So we're going to slide that in there. Check. Do the same thing to the other side. Check. Now we got to put the wheel here, wheel there. So let's go and grab those. These are just plastic. Not a big deal there. And by looking at the photos, I imagine they're going to be going on the outside. All right. What are they holding them on with is the question. I think I ran out of instructions. Oh, I know what this is. It's going to be the transom mount back here. I will figure that out in just a little bit. All right, so let's work on those wheels. Work on the wheels. I'm assuming wheels is going to be looks like these are going to be the reinforcements for the metal bars. He's got to be the weirdest. So, hey, Riveroo. How are you? All right. Let's see something. Looks about. Sometimes you'll see if these are right. They'll fit perfectly. That does not fit perfectly. Can't be for those. All right. Let me try to look for another pair of instructions. I have a lot of stuff in my workbench right now. Not a lot of it's wildly helpful. All right. Sometimes just gotta find a photo of it and deduce from there, which is what I'm gonna do here. All right. Okay. All right, so this is gonna be the transom mount, looks like from the photo here. So looking like, 1 second. This is that block's gonna come into play. Right. So those should perfect. I'm also guessing these will actually fit. Enough clearance for a washer and one of these guys. Just like that. And this is going to be when you mount your motor onto. So let's go and get those all done. If you guys got any comments over here, I always got to turn it sideways. Got to go, my friend. Going to meet my folks, but it's good having a happy Easter. You have a happy Easter as well. Salty water fishing. Which old town kayak is that? Well, give me 1 second. I will show you. I will show you what kayak that is. Let me switch this around. Back, ultra wide. There we go. All right, so this is going to be the Old Town PDL Pro. Got it rigged out with the Yak Attack first aid kit. Got the native sidekicks on it, even though I don't think they're actually rated for it. This is going to be the Railblazer Hex 30. This is for my forward-facing sonar using the Lowrance Eagle Eye 9, and the new Yak Attack cup holder here. I'm a little too far from my internet. It's going to be my Bonafide RVR. I've done a review on that, and I picked up another kayak yesterday. It's going to be this girl right here. So this is going to be the new Canoe Unlimited Max with the gear pod. Bro, got the new Canoe black pack, short stack, in partnership with Yak Attack. Got the live fishing boxes. I haven't tried these yet. The beefiest, absolute beefiest boxes. If you ever want to buy a fishing box again, that's the one you want to get. So, get Torpedo hooked up to this. But yeah, guys, this is what I love about this thing. The EPS, so you get to steer left and right with your motor on one side. So, man, freaking awesome. So, 3 kayaks and an inflatable. I got some more on the way. Gonna be picking up the old XTR here soon. Yeah, man, kind of wild. All right, let me flip it back around. Front ultra wide. There we go. There we go. All right. So working down here on the transom mount. Finally figured it out through looking at boat tow. I'll run this through. Actually, you know what? Thanks. Assuming. Let me see how many washers I got. How many washers? Let's see. 4, 8. There we go. Into plastic. One, 2. Those set. Spin them in. 1, 2. Next up. Doing this right. 6. 3. Twisting on. Man, I should put a gas powered motor on this thing for it would fly. Fly. All right. So figured this part out. Where's that other knob on? Yes. Now I gotta see how this mounts back here. So this is gonna go like so. Boom. That's gonna lock that into place. And then I imagine these 4 pins here, take you along for the ride, are going to go across like so. So I'm just going to keep you guys hanging down here. Accidentally hit the mute button. All right. There. There we go. These don't look wildly fun to put in. We'll see how difficult they are. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, once you get it, thank you, Ben. Lock her in. 1. Let's do this side. 2. Not too shabby at all. On this side. There we go. 3 and 4. Easy as a Sunday morning. This is definitely something you want to tighten down before you put that motor on it. But that, my friends, is it. That's it. That's a motor mount. Pretty beefy. Pretty beefy. All right, next up is curious where this goes. Still curious where that goes. So figure out that in just a moment. So guys, for coming in a little late, we are putting together Sea Eagle FishSUP 1210. All kinds of goodies. All kinds of goodies. So now I'm just trying to figure out this guy right here. So I got to put the wheels on. Pretty sure. Still trying to figure out what we got going over here. That's not making sense to me. It's not a lot of grip on a nut. So, these all the same size? Two. No, they are not. They look the same size. However, two of them are longer. Now it's starting to make sense. This is going to be the spacers that go inside the wheel to help this move freely. Next up is going to be the two longs. And then I want a washer. Two washers, probably. There we go. Let it slide just like that. Makes it nice and easy. Next up, there's probably a washer. Yeah, there's a lot of washers here. So a washer on the inside as well. There we go. And then it can slide to the middle, get another washer, and the nuts, I would imagine. See if it holds all these washers. 1, 2, 3. That's the length we need. Another washer and a locking nut. There we go. And that looks perfect. I gotta tighten that up. So one wheel down. Let's do the other wheel. Yeah. Yep. I got lucky on that one. This is gonna be the inside. All right, so let's do that again. The long one. Do a washer into the spacer. Like that. Run that through. Spacer. Look at the other side. Another washer. Nope, forgot to put. Sorry, guys. Another washer over here. Then spacer. Then wheel. Then washer. Then nuts. Oh, come on. Ah, still in the bag. There we go. All right, so that's hand tightened. We have the wheel system that will make this really easily. Get this down to the one. Now the question is, I would assume, oh, I'm just going to get attached. Where does it go? Go on the front. Where does it go? You would assume that goes in the back. Maybe it utilizes these holes somehow. You have to figure that out. If you have one of these, let me know. If you figure it out, see any comments we got. What's up, homie, bro? Chad's in the comment section. I love it. Nice looking to buy the 120 Pro. Killing my brain trying to choose between this and the Casio Outpost 128. Yeah. Heck yeah. Chad, I know you got one of these. Trying to figure out where the wheels go. I ran out of instructions, so I'm trying to figure that out. Or trying to find a photo. I think I found the photo that I needed. So I would imagine. Oh, they go on top. Think about this is wow. This is wild. Let me see here. Some good comments in here. All right, we're about done. We're about done. So let me give you a final walkthrough and show you what I got for now. And we'll call this a little fun little experiment. So I got a few more nuances, but not gonna take your time through all that. All right. Boom. Here we go. All right, so we got a variety of different things here, right? So this is going to be the Sea Eagle FishSUP 1210, and you're going to have two chambers. So if you're here earlier in the live, you're going to have an outer chamber, right? And this is going to pressurize up to 15 psi or 1 bar, and then you can kind of see it here. My foot kind of goes around. This is going to be the center chamber, and I filled it up with the center right here. So it's going to be a dual safety chamber in case you blow or rip or cut or something. The inside is also going to keep you afloat. Not only that, but you're also going to get, if you get the upgraded package, you're going to get the pontoons. And so it's going to give you a total of 4 chambers on there. So this is going to be 40 inches wide from one side to the other. So of course, it's going to give you some wild stability, right? So you're going to have from bow to stern, you're going to have some bow D-rings, and you could put an optional type of spot lock motor on there if you wanted to. And you guys can see right there, it's got a nice upturned bow. So you can go over wake really easy. Then you have this continuous rocker throughout. You got a large swallowtail for stability and increased maneuverability back here, which is really nice. Then this right here, and I have one inside. This is going to be the mount for your right here. Boom, boom. It's going to be your adjustable casting bar. So if you wanted to stand up and you don't really have great stability, this is going to be a black casting bar right here. So you can stand up and kind of lean up against that if you wanted to. Now, it's going to come with some Sea Eagle accessory pads for mounting, optional. And that's going to, the one they're counting right now is going to be this one. And I believe there's 2 back here. Yep. 1, 2. If you get the upgraded pontoons, you're going to get an additional 3 and 4. And of course, you can buy some others from Yak Attack and continue to glue some more or sticker some more to your inflatable there. So it's got this paddle pocket here to get your paddle without kind of falling over to the side. So that's going to fit snugly there. You got your rear transom brackets, right? This is optional rear transom if you want to use it. Now, I think I actually got to remove the transom in order to utilize the wheels. And so I got to choose which one that I want to use. I believe so. I think that's the issue that I'm running into. So I can use the landing gear wheels, but I'll probably do most of. And then, of course, you got grab handles in the back. And then you got grab handles, 2 more on the sides. And you got a grab handle on the front. That's kind of nice. And next up, I didn't put it in yet because I kind of flip it over, is that you can put in a skeg as well. So if we're going to flip this thing to the other side, we'll be able to put that skeg, where's that? There she is, right there into the bottom. And so it's going to be a nice center balance, kind of middle carry handle up the front there, which is cool. And then all these D-rings that you see, it's holding down the pontoons. All the D-rings up here, it's holding down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You got your elastics. These are all going to be stainless steel. I think there's 16 of them. Now, as I mentioned earlier, you can only get these up to 15 psi, which it's going to feel like a rock when you do that. Now, you might be thinking, hey, what about if I'm out there in the heat of the sun? This thing's up to 15 psi. Well, these are pressure relief. So if it gets over 15 psi, it's not going to blow your kayak. It's just going to release pressure from one of your 2 pressure valves, or 3 or 4. So you can do that, which is nice. So I've had this thing blown up for like an hour or so. No issues at all. And I know if you did have an issue, that Sea Eagle would take care of you for sure. And so, what else do we got here? You got some reinforcement layers built into the kayak. You got EVA foam, which is nice. And so this is going to be, it's going to help do a couple things, right? It's going to help with any type of preventing punctures, which you typically won't get with a bass. And it's also going to be, once it gets wet, it's going to help you not slip around a whole lot. So that's going to be great. So what you're looking at is you can buy this in like a package, right? And in that package, it can come with a lot of things. I think this is a pro angler package. And so if you just wanted the hull, right, that's going to be $999, right? And then you can get all kinds of different options on upgrades, right? If you wanted to add, as you can see here, the pontoon kit, right? That's going to be an additional $399. If you wanted the casting bar, which is not here right now, I need to go get it. And I'll do a full rigging. I just wanted to do an unboxing and kind of a blow up with you guys. Then you can get the stand-up paddleboard paddle, which is what you see right there. Put that one together. You can get the AB40 paddle. It's $95. This one's $100. It's really nice. I think this rear mount will cost you $85 if you wanted it. You can get additional Scotty rod holders, which I got a bunch of those. And then over here, if you needed a pump, you can get that one $50. High volume pump, which is going to be nice. And if you needed a skeg, this guy right here, I think it's like $29. And then a repair kit, it's like $22. And so at the end of the day, folks, and then your seat and your mount for your seat is there. But this thing is going to be pretty light. Let's see how light it is. I haven't picked it up yet. I think this, I already know. Oh, yeah. Put that on wheels, drag that down with the water. My gosh. If you wanted to, you can just kind of curl up here and take a nap, bring a pillow. This thing is awesome. I'm pumped up about this. This is going to be freaking awesome. So I'll get this thing rigged out some more. I might put a fish finder on there, put some more. Oh, who knows? We got so many things. Put a motor on here. So it'll be freaking awesome. So thank you guys so much for listening in. Appreciate you, every single one of you. If you're interested in the Sea Eagle FishSUP, head over to fisheagle.com. Not Fish Eagle, Sea Eagle. Fish Eagle. Head over to seaeagle.com and you can check it out and put together your own. All right. I'm going to drink the rest of this Mountain Dew, clean up the mess I've made. I'll see you guys in the next live. Bye.